Records confirm that in February of this year, and taking a page out of Chairman Z's playbook, Comrade Freeland's office distributed a blacklist of 201 trucking companies that had taken part in the Freedom Convoy protest. Please find attached an Excel sheet detailing which companies whose trucks are participating in Ottawa convoy demonstrations. A total of 45 companies whose trucks are in Ottawa have accessed the Canada Emergency Wage Subsidy out of a total of 201 companies whose trucks are publicly known as being in Ottawa. 3 of the companies with trucks in Ottawa are US-based companies, wrote an unidentified staffer in an email distributed from Freeland's office, according to Blacklist's reporter. The blacklist was distributed on February 14th, Valentine's Day, as well as the day the Liberal government invoked the Emergencies Act. I guess it was just Justin's way of showing how much he loved Canada and free speech. In case you forgot the justification for employing the act, it was that it was the only means of crushing protests opposing COVID-19 mandates and restrictions by truckers and their supporters in Ottawa and across the country. Plus, all that honking of truck horns in Ottawa, while it was simply too traumatic for our fine civil servants, it was like they were living in a war zone, poor souls. The act also granted financial powers to banks and other financial service providers, powers that went as far as being able to freeze the accounts of individuals and corporations involved in the movement without a court order. Given the state of our courts lately, though, folks, not quite sure if having to obtain a court order would have made much of a difference, as it more than likely would have been granted. Of course, like Big Pharma, these financial institutions were granted legal immunity. Freeland, at a press conference after the act was invoked, went on to say, "In doing so, the financial institutions will be protected against civil liability for actions taken in good faith." Good faith, huh? Commenting on the trucking firms, she said the government will not hesitate to enforce the financial measures against them should their trucks be found participating in the convoy protest. "Your corporate accounts will be frozen," the finance minister said. "The insurance on your vehicles will be suspended." No wonder Klaus Schwab is so proud of her. She, along with Trudeau, probably got Acolytes of the Month from the WEF in February. According to Blacklist's reporter, the censored staff email did not identify the source of the truckers' blacklist. In September, however, the media outlet obtained a report that the RCMP had shared a blacklist of convoy sympathizers with security regulators nationwide. And they say North Korea doesn't respect its citizens or their human rights. Not wanting to stop there, other internal records obtained by Blacklist indicate that Freeland had also proposed to Cabinet that depositors whose accounts were frozen be required to first report to police before they could access their own funds. Minister of Finance reported on a conversation she had with chief executive officers at the major banks, said minutes of a February 21 cabinet meeting. I quote, "Banks were pleased that the government was working on a plan that would see individuals with their bank accounts frozen report to police prior to the bank to have their accounts unfrozen." Now, the proposal was never brought into force, likely due to the condemnation and the bad PR Trudeau and his cohorts had already received worldwide at the time. Otherwise, I'm certain they would have implemented this as well. Now, just for the record, the invocation of the Emergencies Act did see at least 206 bank accounts totaling an outstanding $7.8 million frozen under the provisions of the Act, according to Isabelle Jacques, Assistant Deputy Minister of Finance, when she testified before the Standing Committee on Finance on February 22nd. While it's easy to single out Trudeau and Freeland, where were the opposition parties and their members opposing this madness? Oh yeah, nowhere to be seen. Anyway, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Please post any comments you have in the comment section. You can also follow me on my Rumble on my Locals account. If you're new to the channel, check out some of the past videos. If you haven't subscribed yet, get on board, and I will see you next time.